People drink a lot of tea. There are many kinds of tea. There is black, green tea, white, red, and yellow tea. In China, some people drink tea because it makes them healthy. Other people drink it because it tastes very good and delicious. People drink a lot of green tea in Japan. In Vietnam, some people drink coffee before they drink tea. People drink a lot of tea in England. Every afternoon, English people drink tea. English people add milk to their tea. Finally, many people drink tea in the USA. They drink sweet tea. Sweet tea is hot black tea with sugar. Most tea comes from China. Some tea comes from India or Sri Lanka. Kenya, Japan, and Indonesia also grow a lot of tea.
Water pollution has become a growing problem on the earth, which is affecting human and animal lives. Water pollution occurs when chemicals, waste, and other particles cause water sources to become harmful for everyone. There are natural and human causes of water pollution. Natural causes are like volcanoes and animal waste. Some human causes for water pollution include fertilizers and pesticides from farms, waste from factories and construction sites, sewage, acid rain. Acid rain can turn lakes acidic and it kills fish and other animals. The effects of water pollution is disruption of food chain, disease, death, and marine animals. There are some steps to control it. Look for waste bins to throw waste. By closing the tap, save water when you don't use it. Don't throw waste chemicals and medicine in water sources. Don't overuse pesticides and fertilizers, and try planting more and more trees.
Listen to the passage and answer the following questions. The Hagia Sophia is one of the world's great monuments. It's considered the masterpiece of architecture from the Byzantine Empire. It first served as a cathedral and was later made into a mosque. It's now a museum. The Hagia Sophia stands in Istanbul, Turkey, and is a part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Hagia Sophia was built under the Byzantine Emperor Justinian I in 532-537. It was the largest church in the world for hundreds of years after its construction. It's a rectangular building. There are marble columns located throughout the inside of the structure. The interior was originally decorated with colored marble, gold, silver, and beautiful mosaics. However, much of the original decoration has not survived. The Hagia Sophia that stands today is basically the same building that was constructed in 537. However, it was damaged by an earthquake in 558. After the Ottoman Turks captured Constantinople in 1453, the Sultan Mehmed II changed the cathedral into a mosque. Minarets were added to the exterior. In 1935, the Turkish President Atatürk made the building into a museum.
Penguins belong to the bird family, but they can't fly. They have black and white feathers, which help to keep them warm. They spend half of their life on land and the other half swimming in the water. So, their wings make them great swimmers. Penguins eat mostly fish. They are known for walking with short steps, moving the body from one side to the other. Almost all groups of penguins live in the southern hemisphere, which is the bottom half of the earth. When we think about penguins, a lot of people usually think that they all live in freezing cold climates like Antarctica. Some species live in cold climates, but most of them live in warmer areas. Penguins have adapted for life in the water, and they spend a lot of their time in or near the ocean. In 1889, two brothers, Andrew and Edward Michelin, started the Michelin Company in France. They developed a new tire for bicycles, and then they made and sold tires for cars. In 1900s, there were about 3,000 cars in France, and people wanted to travel around the country. But traveling by car in those days wasn't easy. People didn't have road maps, so they couldn't plan their journeys, and they didn't know where they could find service stations or restaurants. Of course, the Michelin brothers wanted people to travel more because they needed to sell more tires. They wrote the first Michelin guide in 1900s and was given away for free. Inside, it had maps giving information on how to change a tire and where to find hotels, restaurants, and gas stations. The brothers hoped that by showing all the places one could go with an automobile, more people would buy a vehicle and thus more people would buy Michelin tires. After 1926, the brothers began to rate restaurants and give stars to them if they were suitable. Michelin now sells over 20 million guidebooks and maps in more than 70 countries. There are only 81 3-star restaurants in the world, and 26 of them are in France.